Hi students, we're going to talk about the circulatory system today. We know that the circulatory system includes the heart, blood vessels, and the blood. The heart is a muscle and it has three layers. The innermost layer is the endocardium. The middle layer is the myocardium, and the outer layer, or the sac that contains or covers the outside of the heart, is the pericardium. The purpose of the heart is to pump blood. So there are four chambers of the heart. There's the atrium, which sit at the top, and the ventricles that sit at the bottom. So let's talk about the path of blood flow through the heart. First, oxygen poor blood enters the heart through the right atrium, and it goes to the right ventricle through the tricuspid valve. The right ventricle then takes that oxygen poor blood and sends it to the lungs to become oxygen rich, and that is through the pulmonary valve. Once it becomes oxygen rich in the lungs, it will come back through the left atrium. The left atrium will then take that oxygen rich blood, pass it through the mitral valve to the left ventricle, and then that left ventricle, that's that big strong part of the heart, it squeezes and it sends that oxygen rich blood out to the rest of the body. So that's how the blood flow of the heart works. There are two phases of the heart. There's systole and diastole. Systole is when the ventricles contract or squeeze. Diastole is when they relax. That's the relaxation phase. So systole squeeze, diastole relax. Let's talk about the arteries, the veins, and the capillaries. Arteries carry oxygenated blood away from the heart. So this is oxygen-rich blood. So if you think artery away. Veins will take that oxygen-poor blood back to the heart. So that's the purpose of the veins. Then the capillaries are where the arteries meet the veins, and there's an exchange of oxygen and nutrients that take place in the capillaries. Those are those little bitty vessels. Now, when we talk about the blood, there is red blood cells, which are erythrocytes. They carry oxygen. They are rich in iron, and the hemoglobin is actually what gives it its color. The white blood cells, those are leukocytes, and they protect the body from infection. Both of these things are made in the bone marrow. White blood cells or leukocytes can also be made in the spleen and the thymus. Platelets or thrombocytes help the blood to clot, and that's also made in the bone marrow. Plasma is the liquid portion of the blood, and this is mostly water. It carries oxygen, nutrients, waste products, hormones, salts, and antibodies. So remember that blood transports oxygen and other nutrients. It removes waste. It controls pH and body temperature, and it helps with clotting and fighting pathogens. And then the heart, its purpose is to pump blood to every cell in the body.